Yo, what's up everybody? Today's video we're gonna be talking about the 10 most authentic Chinese food that I love that you guys can try at home. Now, maybe some of you guys have heard of these things. I know all of you probably have heard of, but I still want to take some time to highlight them, and hopefully you can find them at a restaurant nearby you, or you can even make them at home. These are by far the best foods that I've found in China, and I really enjoy them, so I wanted to take the time to show them to you. So let's jump right into it. And I gotta say, some of these videos I've pulled some examples from some wonderful chefs and YouTubers, and the name will be right down here. I really ask that you guys go check out their video if you're interested. Give it a like, a comment, a subscribe. And I'm so grateful that they're posting these resources to show these wonderful foods, and I'm gonna use them just to let you guys know what they look like. So definitely check them out, and let's get to it. Alright, so the first food that we're going to talk about is called Guo Bao Ro, which is like a sweet, crispy fried pork. And let me tell you guys, it is my favorite Chinese food. It might be my favorite food ever out of anything in the world. So I wanted to show you guys it. First off, you can see right here, he cuts the pork pretty thin, and it's just pork tenderloin, super lean meat, nothing fatty. And he's going to be able to wash this in water to take the blood out of it. So you want to get all the blood out of it. And now before we jump to the next example, I want to give a little bit of history about Guo Bao Ro. Well, not necessarily history, but it's from Dongbei, which is a region which consists of like 3 provinces up north in northern China. And it is super duper cold. It's super cold. So they make a lot of food at once when they're stuck inside during the winter. So they have portions which are absolutely crazy, and it's really great. So if you go to like a Dongbei restaurant and get some Dongbei food, you're gonna get a plate with Guo Bao Ro this high, which is just awesome. And it's crazy bang for your buck, and it's delicious. But let's get back into the example. So here you can see them chopping the garnish, bell pepper, ginger, and scallion. And this is actually the binder that they're gonna be frying it in. It's potato starch, pretty standard. And you're just gonna put a little bit of salt on that Guo Bao Ro, on that pork, and you're gonna fry it all together at one time right when you put it into the batter. And this is how you're gonna make it real crispy. You can see his uncle is looking real cool. His uncle is pretty cool guy. But yeah, so then you want to double fry it afterwards. So he's gonna put it right back in. It was just resting for like 1 minute. You can see it's so white, it's crazy. You normally don't see like fried things be this white. Normally it's like colored. And here he's gonna be adding in the sauce plus white vinegar, the sauce that he made. And guys, he adds the garnish, and that is the finished product. And guys, let me tell you, it tastes so dang good. So this is actually what a lot of like Americanized Chinese food is derivative from. It's from Dongbei food, and especially Guo Bao Ro. This is like your sweet pork that you'll get in the US, but just the quality is just totally different. So what you guys can do is you can look for Guo Bao Ro, the specific word like that, in Yelp or in Google or whatever, and you can try to find a legitimate restaurant that does legitimate Guo Bao Ro, and you will come back to this video and you're gonna thank me because it is so damn good. Alright, so number 2, we're gonna be talking about la zi ji, which is like a fried chicken, but they still have like a lot of bones in it. It's like they take a whole half a rooster. Hi Yumi. They take a whole half a rooster and turn it into fried chicken with spicy peppers, Sichuan numbing sauce. It is, depending on where you are, can be super spicy or just normal, but it is tangy, it's spicy, it's delicious, and we're gonna check it out. Here you can see him chopping a whole half of the chicken, which is just crazy. And yeah, you're just chopping up in little cubes and you're good to go. Alright, so here you can see him mixing oil into the chicken. You can see the bones and everything. He's gonna chop a whole ton of ginger, a whole like 6 grams of garlic, a lot of garlic. Delicious, you gotta love it. And these are dried chapel peppers, I believe, and these are what really give it its flavor. These will make it spicy and tasty and fragrant, and these are the Sichuan peppercorns, which, you know, the numbing perfectness. And you can see this is what it looks like when it's done frying the first time around. He's gonna add in the pepper and all the garnishing, including scallions, and he's gonna put it in the oil and get that ready to go. And he's adding this chicken right here, and he's gonna fry it a second time, and that is the finished product. Look at that. Gosh, I want to eat it right now. Alright, so number 3, we're gonna be talking about Kaoqiezi, which literally just translates to barbecued eggplant. And for all of my garlic lovers out there, this is the food for you. They put so much garlic, it is delicious. It's a little bit oily, so if you're not like a fan of like oily food, this one might not be for you, but if you can look past it, it is delicious. And it's also from the Dongbei region. So if you're seeing a pattern here, I think I just really like Dongbei food. So we're gonna take a look right now. All right, so first up for the Kaoqiezi, you can see he's poking in holes with a toothpick to let it aerate. He's gonna put it in for like 230 Celsius for like 20 minutes, and look at all the garlic delicioso with some oyster sauce. You can never go wrong, right? He's gonna put in some spicy chili peppers, not a lot. He doesn't put a lot, I like to put a ton. And here are some chopped scallions, nothing special, right? And you're gonna cut right down the middle of your eggplant like so. You're gonna spread it open, spread them legs, right? And we're gonna put in that filling all throughout it. Look at how it looks, and this is the finished product. Look at that. Tell me right now that you would not eat this. And if you say no, I know you're lying. All right, so number 4 of my examples of the best authentic Chinese food, we're gonna be talking about something that I'm sure a lot of you guys have tried in different restaurants. It's called Biang noodles, and it's named Biang because of the action of elongating the noodles. It makes this sound, and when you look at it, you just know it's gonna make that sound anyway. So we're gonna take a look at it. It's like kind of a spicy, it's a hot oil chili dry noodle is the best way to put it, and it's delicious, and I'm sure some of you guys have tried it. So let's look at that. So let's check it out. Jeez Louise, gosh, I can't talk. So here you can see the biang, the movement that they do to make these noodles, and you can actually split it into 2. So you can get a couple noodles out of this. But the thing is, if you're making it at home, it's gonna take a long time to get a full bowl of noodles. So if you have time, that's great. He pops it right into that boiling water right after, or you can just get it at a restaurant. It's good either way. All right, now he's gonna be garnishing it with scallops, garlic. He's gonna put some red chili powder, or red chili flakes, I should say, and the Sichuan numbing sauce. He's gonna be putting on, the hot oil, the hot chili oil noodles, fire with the bok choy. You gotta love it. So the 5th authentic Chinese food that you guys absolutely need to try is something that you all know already. Come on, you know I'm gonna say it. It's Hotpot Hogwa. You gotta love it. There are so many different kinds of Hotpot, and actually down below in the description, I'm gonna be putting a link to where I went over both the entire history of Hotpot and 8 different kinds of Hotpot that you can find not only in China but also in the US or in the West. My personal favorites are Chongqing Hotpot and Sichuan Hotpot. Those are the super duper spicy ones with the numbing peppercorns and the sweat and it's amazing, right? We all know what Hotpot is. Don't act like you don't. And if you don't, then what are you doing? You're late to the party. You gotta go and try it. Hotpot is getting more and more popular in the US. It's becoming more mainstream with big cities even getting some Haidilaos, which is like the McDonald's of Hotpot in the US. So maybe it gets a little pricey with Hotpot, but the coolest thing about Hotpot is you can make it at home. All you gotta do is find like a Hong Kong market or H Mart, find the broth, get a big old bowl and boil it up and throw in your favorite things. It's super easy, super tasty, and it's a great communal meal, kind of like Korean Hotpot. You all gather around the table, cook it together, eat together. It is fabulous. All right, so these are just 5 authentic Chinese foods that you need to try. But down below in the description, I've included 2 blog posts that go over 5 more authentic foods that you need to try. If you are interested in seeing the other 5, perhaps I can make a video in the future, a part 2. You can comment down below, or you can just check out the blog post. Alright, so if you liked today's video, make sure you come back next week, because next week I'm going to be talking about the entire history of graffiti in China, as well as sharing a vlog that I shot about a year ago where I met with some of China's most influential graffiti artists. So if that interests you, make sure you subscribe and you come back next week, and I hope to see you guys there. Bye.